Good day. Hello.
G'day.
G'day. Welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. This is Duke Nukem Forever, part 13 of 15. We're almost done.
13,
This
that's
is,
my
of
favorite
course,
number.
yes. This is, of course, Gerkinman speaking, because it's my show and that's what I do. And
What
who's
else do you
joining it? What else do I do? I make cartoons and films, and I make all kinds of things. So who else is joining me today in this textureless environment?
Oh, well, we got me, Blordo. We do some animations and music, and I'm getting sick of fucking saying the same shit all the time, but how you going, guys?
Okay, I guess I'll go then. Hey everybody, it's Namir, or Jess. I make Let's Plays games about video games, and I do voice acting sometimes.
Hi everybody, it's Mark here, otherwise known as 13. That's right, 13. I'm a number.
Is this episode dedicated to you then?
Yeah, this episode's
Yes.
dedicated to Mark.
I thought every episode was dedicated to me because I spent full price for this game.
You poor
Yeah.
fucking schmuck.
In living memory of Mark's, how much would it have been? $60.
$60, yeah.
60
What?
US dollars.
American. You know, that's like pure gold.
There's
Oh,
nothing
God.
gold about America. Look at his eye!
Jesus.
That was
Very
horrific.
surprised to see you there.
It's the most terrified corpse I've ever seen in my life. So Mark might remember this place.
I kind of do now.
That's they all
Honestly,
look
towards the
very
end
much
of the
the
game, everything
same.
blurs together.
The whole game's a blur together. There's a few standout moments that
So I
stand
think
out.
we already passed the I missed out on the underwater level, right?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Not
For those
yet.
of you that haven't seen the underwater level, imagine the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game on the original Nintendo Entertainment System,
In first
and
person.
then make it less fun.
Oh.
Make it first person and give it worse graphics. And
Yeah.
and you got it. Sweet puzzle. Oh, just put that there so I can climb a ladder.
Ah.
Oh dear. Puzzles. There's people here like puzzles in games. I guess we've been playing Zelda, so we must.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends, I guess.
I thoroughly enjoy puzzles and using my brain in general. So
You should play Deus Ex.
yeah, never played any of them actually.
You should, the original
You know
one's like
they're-
$2 on
yeah.
Steam now.
Should get it.
You should. I'll be doing a playthrough of it soon, hopefully.
Oh,
It's a really good game. It'd be nice if I actually knew someone else who'd play through it.
well,
That'd be something.
yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
But
yeah.
so here we go. Here's this difficult challenge puzzle room. I guess the puzzle is, why am I playing this? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Welcome to Greytown, USA.
Why are we watching you play it?
Well, you know, it makes for interesting conversations about how boring videos can be of video games.
Yeah,
It's hardly a thrill a
Yeah.
minute, this thing.
yeah. I mean,
That flower
oh,
looks like
electricity!
it was
Look
covered in
out!
jizz.
You know what electricity does in video games?
It
takes
Makes you
away-
go bzzz.
Yeah, it takes away a small portion of health, just like in real life, where you die.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Yes, attack the electricity.
Well, you know, usually when you see an electric thing in a game like this, you have to disable it.
Yeah. This one is just like a
It's-
temporary wall.
It's
Don't
just
do it.
There,
Don't do it.
it's
You're
just
gonna
there
jump
for
down
sure.
there. No, it's there to so you go around the other way. It's not really a puzzle. It's more like a maze. Ah!
Is that what it is?
Why do the... Ooh.
Speaking of
Ah.
skeet, we were all talking about skeet earlier.
All that jizz.
Skeet, semen,
how it
jizz,
is.
splooge, man sauce.
Yeah.
What are ejaculate? What are some other names? What are some other names for? Because I guess
Semen.
they could all be used to describe this game in general. I guess salty.
Yeah.
Much like semen, this game left a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
That guy's voice.
No, I haven't really talked much about the voice acting in this game, other
Mechanical.
than Duke himself.
It was just... You walked past him and he was just like... it was beautiful.
Get out of here, Duke!
There's nothing great about the voice acting, but that's probably because of the with John St. John as Duke Nukem excluding. It's just because there's not really that much good writing or anything that you really want to listen to somebody about. It's just standard run-of-the-mill voice actor.
Go over there and shoot the thing, Duke. Okay, I guess I could do that.
Oh.
Back to the Devastator.
Waves of enemies! Look out!
This game's so hard. I like the way it reloads.
King, baby. What's everybody's favorite Duke Nukem lines, actually?
Well, we asked Carbon Water. Who did we ask that the other day? We asked Adam.
We asked Adam.
Adam's like, only
he already
knew
missed
one.
that.
He was
This is
just
what
like,
happens when I miss.
he liked
I missed
the
something.
kick-ass and chew bubble gum.
Yeah, and that was just taken from one of the Evil Dead movies, right?
I think 90% of everything he says comes from Evil Dead.
It was in They Live as well.
Maybe I don't. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was in They Live and not in Evil Dead. The one he took from Evil Dead is not Groovy. That was Earthworm Jim who took that from Evil Dead. I forget. It's one of them. A lot of these a lot of these lines are from Evil Dead though, and other action movies. I kind of wish he said more
he was a
Arnie-type stuff.
satire of action movies, and I guess.
Yeah, that's why it made
Makes
sense in the 90s. That's why it doesn't make sense now, because, I mean, the only action movies that get made are made overseas, and they don't really have one-liners, because they don't talk much, because they're in foreign languages. I do wish he had more Arnie-type shit, like, it was more dynamic, like, if you shot a guy with, like, go to some Predator lines, like, if you shoot someone with, like, a spear and put him in a wall, and just be like, stick around, and stuff like that. But there's none of that, it's just... I wanted some context-sensitive, I guess, lines. The closest we got to that is when he goes, wrap it before you tap it when he gets a condom out.
Oh, he got stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck in the ceiling.
Oh.
That's
Weird.
why this game's so magical.
Yes.
It looks, at least we got some jibs now.
I'd buy that for $1.
The Devastator is the only weapon that gives you jibs. Not even grenades give you jibs.
I don't know. Yo mama? He's gonna punch you in the butthole?
Hasn't everyone... Is there anyone here on the show who makes a noise whenever they jump? Like, what is it with that in video games? Why does everyone have to make a noise when they jump?
Immersion, so you know you're jumping.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah. It's
I mean,
really,
I could see if you were
really
jumping like, yeah, like if you were jumping like a far distance or had to use a lot of like body strength to do it, but when you're just hopping over something, or in Duke's case, you're literally just jumping up.
Like it makes sense. It makes sense for Mario because he loves jumping. He used to be called Jumpman for Christ's sake. Yeah, he's excited about it. He's just woohoo! You know, he's loving life. The Duke.
I'm trying to think of like when I watch like Olympic long jumpers. Do they just shout something?
When they go wahoo.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, I don't think they say anything.
Microphones don't pick it up. Maybe they
Could be a
do.
little bit far away. But I mean, people were jumping for years and years in video games before they had the audio samples to put over the top. I mean, Super Mario 64 is probably the first game to have a jumping noise. Like you have, they used to have a sound effect, I guess.
Yeah, it was usually just like jumping, like Super Mario was just like. Bloop.
Yeah, I guess that's the same thing.
What'd you drink just then?
Drank some
Drinking
beer.
makes you tougher.
Yeah.
Does that only happen when your ego comes like that, or what?
No, it's something I activated. You have to find the cans in the environment, but you can only carry one at a time. Because Duke's shit.
Because we all know that Duke can't carry more than like one thing at a time. Yeah.
What's the point of this ego thing? You're not even dying, and it's just completely flashing all the time.
I think it's because of the beer.
I drank the beer, yeah. Beer's like invincibility.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
But even still, before that, you had it flashing and you weren't dying.
Well, that's just because the game's shit.
Oh. You'd think also if your ego is really damaged, you'd go into like some sort of hyperactive mode. Because I know I've had times where I've been in adrenaline type based situations when I was a kid, and my ego was really buzzing. I would go into hyperactive mode and just want to smash everything.
Yeah,
Duke do this.
I don't know. You want him to be a bit like Trevor at GTA 5 when he goes into like
That's it.
rampage mode, and all of a sudden it's just like.
There's no point of having an ego bar if it's just gonna just be a normal health bar.
Yeah.
Fucking useless.
I think they were like, let's have a health bar that regenerates, but instead of calling it health, we'll call it ego because we're creative. That's all it is. It's supposed, yeah, it's just like renaming the same stupid thing.
Oh, it'd suck if you died right now.
Sure would.
Oh, he's dead, is he not? Oh, what?
And you're still getting shot.
Yeah, well, that's because there's another guy there. And that, my friends, is how you take out one of those.
Except it's self
Fear and guns.
No, it's getting lit. Oh, it is too. I forgot about that.
Just keep shooting until you think he's dead.
Yeah, that was real scary when he got his health back and didn't actually do anything. That terrified me.
Is that doing anything, or you just...
God.
Oh, it
It's
is.
sucking you in. It's like sucking you in.
He's a giant magnet. He's got the insane clown posse behind him. Very confused.
Keep shooting, please.
I'd like to see a game with the insane clown posse in it. That'd be great.
You fuck.
The quest for magnets. It'd be amazing.
I like how it, that far into the game, and it's telling you, increase your ego by doing stuff like this.
Oh, that's really good. I wish I'd known that 10, 12, 13 levels ago.
Now we take 10 minutes break as we find that Dan tries to figure out what to do next.
Yeah, how do I get down without dying? That'd be cool. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
There's
there you
stairs
go.
there.
There were stairs.
There's stairs to just suddenly appear.
The golden lock.
There you go.
Boom.
That's the second last boss in the game, I think, from memory. No, third last.
Yay. Oh.
No, there's the giant. I think it was a snake. I don't know because the game glitched out on me while I was playing, and all it showed up was like a bunch of colors. But I think it was supposed to be like a giant snake or a worm or something.
I like how you go turn off the light every time you go out of a bathroom in this game.
Save
Like,
electricity.
I just do that to be a dick to the next guys to go in there. Here's a puzzle.
Looks like water.
Yep.
Jump off. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. This was personally my least favorite part of the game. This made me so very, very mad. I died here quite a number of times. Well, not in this precise area, but in the water. One of the water parts.
Oh, God. I like to try and hold my breath as long as the people in the video game.
It's hard work. Holding your breath for seconds. Oh, look.
Are you back to the start?
Nothing. Nothing here. Cool.
Nothing.
Nice room.
Yeah.
Had a great time. Thanks for the adventure.
I like rooms, yeah.
Rooms are brilliant. Now, I don't know if this would work in real life. I have my theories that it wouldn't.
Mythbusters. Ask the Mythbusters.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Could somebody in the comments please send a letter into Mythbusters asking them if shooting a fire extinguisher will in fact... I imagine that compressed air would cause more problems than it would fix when it's let out like that.
You think it'd blow up or something?
Yeah, you think it'd just explode.
Like in Jaws.
Yeah, everything explodes in movies. It's especially sharks.
Yeah. Especially sharks and tornadoes.
Hey, look, there's some colors.
Hey! Pink!
That's the first time we've seen pink in the game.
Okay, so I just want to point out that the how he's barricading the door here wouldn't work because those doors obviously swing outward.
Yeah, but anything can stop Duke. I don't know if you saw this earlier, but there was an invisible wall, and Duke was just like, "Can't get in there, bro. can't get past that. I'm afraid. Sorry."
I love invisible walls in video games.
They're my favorite kind of walls. I wish there were more than real life. Imagine how exciting life would be with invisible walls.
I often do. Maybe you go in that part right there. There's a hole that you could jump into.
Wait, where?
Maybe.
Where? What are you talking about?
Right
Oh,
down on
yeah.
the other side where there's no fence. Yeah.
I just assumed
that's what my brain said to do. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I looked down there and said, "That's a turbine. Surely I wouldn't have to jump into that." Surely there must be another way other than jumping into a fucking turbine. But I think you're right. That solution to the problem was jump in the turbine. And then there's like, you jump into the next thing, there's like another one of these, and you jump into that, and it's instant death.
Yeah, it's not very good, but...
See?
This is the most dangerous thing ever.
Yeah, look at that. Okay, that turbine's not going. Dan, just jump in the damn turbine.
Dan, just do it.
Just do it, Dan. Retrospectively, just do the stupid... I know it's a terrible idea. This one isn't active. Just get in there. It's not even that it's not active.
Ever.
Yeah, well, it's like there's one on that side of the room, and here's another one.
This one's obviously bad because it's... There we go. Because there's red.
That's right.
There's some actual color. There's actually some red.
Look, I think brown's a color.
We've had 3 whole colors in this episode: brown, red, and pink.
It's a fucking Christmas miracle.
It is a Christmas miracle.
A tool. It's a Festivus miracle.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I like this puzzle. Push the things
there one
into
more?
the... Yeah. There's always 3.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the magic number.
And it's always the furthest away.
Yeah, there's always one that's an annoying distance away just to make the puzzle take that much longer.
Oh, at least you can sort of push it off. I thought you had to take it all the way around.
Thankfully they...
What the fuck happened there?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. It's Duke Nukem forever. So it's... I guess it just... Oh, hello.
Just magically appears.
Yeah, it's weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I got very confused.
So is that 4 or 3?
It's supposed to be 3. I looked it up, but for some reason it wanted me to do it twice.
Maybe because you skipped it from doing it. You skipped the cutscene thing.
Skipped a
It's a
cutscene.
glitch. There's a glitch in the game.
Imagine a glitch in Duke Nukem Forever.
Wonder how many
Oh,
glitches
jeez.
there are in this game.
I reckon it'd be easy to count how many
shit ton.
glitches aren't in this game.
That's it.
Boom.
Oh
Rats.
no. Little brains.
You missed all of them. Twice.
Yeah, I'm a good shot.
Wait, are you
No, you're
big
not.
again
Oh,
now?
you
or
were-
Yeah, I'm big again.
Did I miss that, or did that happen when I was watching, or what?
No, you were here for that.
What? How did he get big again?
You just step on like a pad and he grows.
Oh,
Just
how
like
did
when you
he
get shrunk, you
grow?
just step on these little green things and all of a sudden you're shrunk, and then you step on a little blue one and then all of a sudden you're big again.
Hey.
Oh.
I found the freeze ray to be completely useless, so I didn't pick it up. It was
All
the
day
worst
you'll have.
worst weapon in the game.
Does it actually kill him, or does it just freeze him?
Just freezes them.
Freeze them, and
Yeah,
then
well, that's
you
pretty
go and kick them.
But by the time they're frozen, you could have killed 2 with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's eating his groin. How unfortunate.
Oh.
Well, he's not gonna need it anymore.
No, he
No.
doesn't need it. Look, look at that guy.
Ah!
So glad Rat's
Thank
eating
God I
my
don't have to beat
junk.
this game anymore.
Yeah.
Oh look, wonder if I have to climb up here. I do. Oh dear. Ventilation shafts in first-person shooters. Deus Ex did them well. This game didn't. Deus Ex had a bit of use them in the reason too. Like if there was like a group of guards, you could either take them head on, or usually there'd be like some vents around you could crawl into.
It's like they designed a game around a mechanic.
It's like they said, "Hey, look, you can either play this real gung ho, or you can play this real sneaky like." The choice is yours.
Yeah.
Oh, this is right. This is just like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm out of breath.
Oh,
Good thing there are some bubbles here to
Wow.
refill
You gotta
my.
be kidding me.
No. I died quite a few times through this sequence.
Underwater maze.
Underwater maze with randomly spawning enemies. Well, they weren't randomly, but
Oh, I
There's-
sense
Go,
death
go,
coming.
go, go, go!
He's dead. Oh no.
Oh my God, he
nice
made it.
save. Jess, does this look like fun to you?
No.
Don't touch the
No.
weed! Wait. And he
dear.
goes in a fucking circle.
No, we'll see because at this point I died a bunch of times because you go into that room and there's like 50 of those little alien things waiting for you.
You didn't even.
So
let
what I
yourself-
did was I started, and this is the only way I could find to beat it because there was too many of them, and you can't shoot fast enough. Was you go in
Maybe
there?
if you use the freeze ray.
What, underwater?
I don't know.
I
don't
found that
actually
if
remember how I
I
did this.
yeah, I ended up having to do it the stupid way where I'd go into that room and that would trigger the event, but then they'd slowly swim out and follow me all the way back here, and I just sit on these bubbles and then just shoot them as they came in.
Probably supposed to use a different weapon.
Probably.
Not necessarily the freeze ray, but the small guys are probably like the chain gun.
Yeah, well, the chain gun doesn't work underwater.
Or in this giant circular... Oh, it
Technically,
doesn't.
the
Or in this-
shotgun shouldn't work underwater either, but it does.
Nothing should. It's like during D-Day, they had to carry their guns over the ocean water because it would ruin them.
Yeah. There you go. See, normally if you swim straight into
spinning.
Normally if you swim into that room, well, if you keep spinning, Duke gets hurt by the fucking speed he spins at or some shit.
Just keep spinning, just keep spinning.
But yeah, if you swim into the actual room, because it's actually up right at the corridor in another room that these guys are, there's like all those dudes in one tiny little hallway and they all attack you at once. And it's just like, nope. And you run out of there.
We haven't even gotten to my most hated part yet.
What was your most hated part?
That's way towards the... it's a reference to another video game, a much better, older video game. I won't say it just yet, but...
Well, you might not be here for that episode because you're going on a Christmas trip, so tell us now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the Mario Donkey Kong thing where they're throwing
barrels down the stairs, yeah.
But they come so fast, you can't dodge them.
Yeah, you just kind of get hit in the face.
Yeah, you just have to kind of luck out, be lucky not to it was so horrible.
I'm up all night to get lucky.
I'm up all night for good fun.
Oh. I'm up all night to get some. Somewhat was never explained, but just some. I want some
milkshakes at a cookout.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Shit is bananas. BANANAS.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I never knew how to. I never knew how to spell bananas until Gwen Stefani taught me. It was. I'm glad she did. Just one of those things that I never quite worked out.
Is anybody else scared?
A little bit.
Oh,
of what? This game?
More Duke Nukem? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Look, as soon as Duke Nukem Origins hits, I'm there day one. I certainly didn't get.
Oh yeah, me too.
I can't wait. You can only go up from
Duke
here.
Nukem? Hell yeah.
I want to find out. It's probably going to be a football. I can imagine this guy being like a jock on a football team during his college years. What? Oh, I don't even remember what I was fucking... Oh yeah, go down there, Dan. Just go down there. Just do it.
Do it.
No.
Nope. Go out. Nope. No.
Yeah, I'm really good at overlooking these sorts of things in this game. Really, really good at it.
Yeah.
There's too many places to go.
Well, I think when I got here, I thought I was in that same room as I was earlier. And so I didn't want to go down there. But you're actually just supposed to go down there. You're supposed to jump off that balcony and hurt yourself to get down there. I looked it up. I checked a game fact for this game, everyone. I have no... I feel no shame in saying that I had to look shit up for this game.
You game facts. Didn't you get the official strategy guide?
No.
Did you get the special edition that comes with the Duke bust?
No, I got a pre-owned copy for $3.
Oh, that's what
it
should really
be. $2 cheaper was pre-owned.
Yeah.
You couldn't dish out the extra $2 for the brand new copy?
I don't think that the store had any brand new copies left.
Well, they couldn't have sold
I think
them
they
all.
burnt them all in a fire. They're all buried in a desert like E.T. Actually, I just heard the other day that that's getting excavated.
Really?
Yeah. Some documentary is being made there, so they're excavating all the ETs.
Oh, that's gonna ruin the video game nerds movie.
He's already filmed there though, so it'll be all right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not gonna make any sense anymore.
Well, he'll have to release it before they finish. Before they release their documentary, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think the video game nerd thinks about this game?
I don't think he thinks anything about this game.
No.
The angry video game nerd.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
As opposed to the happy one.
I thought he only reviews really old games.
Yeah, I don't remember him ever talking about old PC games.
Well, they're not like video games.
He was like strictly a console game guy.
I'm sure there's one gamer reviewer who gives this a really bad rep somehow.
Are you saying that everyone else is giving it a good rep?
No. I mean, like, there'd probably be someone that's picking it to pieces in some sort of funny analytic way.
It's, yeah. People do like doing that, because analysing things in comedic ways
gets a lot of views.
it's really, really hard to analyze things by pointing out things that are really obvious. Like, have you noticed the way that the graphics are realistic, but in real life, nothing's realistic?
Oh, snap.
And that's comedy right there, folks.
I think that Duke Nukem is actually, this game is a metaphor of his struggle to come to terms with his maturity and the fact that he has grown old, having not done anything for 20 years. It's quite the ride if you can understand the correlation between the visuals and the metaphors.
Mark,
it's really a masterpiece.
Can you please make this video? I'd love to hear your bullshit analysis of Duke Nukem Forever. I would love to see that. We should start a whole channel that's just dedicated to like finding really bad games and then like analyzing them to make them seem like they're fucking Citizen Kane.
That'd be brilliant.
Duke Nukem Forever is the Citizen Kane of video games. Let me explain.
It's really ahead of its time.
It's really ahead of its time. Let me explain why this game's so good. The graphics are brown and grey to represent the lack of diversity in Duke Nukem's life now that he is famous and gets the babes, etc., etc. This shit writes itself. You don't even need a script.
Well, I do because I want to make it quality. Oh.
Well,
oh yeah,
you clearly just don't. Riff. You just don't want to succeed if that's your attitude, Mark. I'm sorry to hear that you feel that way. You have a feeling that
they didn't want to colorize everything in this scene, so they just put it in black and white, or they put it in pitch black so they could just do it on the...
That's probably what happened. Well, thank you for joining us, Mark, and analyzing this game with us. Now we know. Knowing's half the battle. Thank you, Jess, for sitting there quietly and throwing in your opinion ever occasionally.
Yes.
This is often the case with Mr. Nukem, and thank you, Sean, for pointing out all the game's really obvious flaws.
Oh, thank you.
Join us next time, as from memory, I have to put some drums on some weights to lift them. Physics puzzles for the win.